name is Brent Gorman. I'm the Director of Marketing and Customer Experience at Osgoode Properties. I oversee the marketing, leasing, and customer experience teams. Our marketing team works on all of our digital and traditional methods. Our leasing team, we have agents at over 20 buildings, and our customer experience team handles hundreds of inquiries from prospects each week.
My name is Kate Connolly. I am the Director of Information Technology at Osgoode Properties. And a part of my job involves overseeing projects that are related to data integration and cybersecurity. And that's why I'm working on this -Q project.
We had a traditional call center with agents answering telephones directly on the hardware. And through the pandemic, we realized that there was a need for us to be able to move remotely without having to bring hardware with us. Through that, we also identified that there's other communication channels that our prospects want to talk to us in. So we identified that we want to communicate how our prospects want it to be communicated. So that clearly was through text. Really did want to start with a solution that was going to give us a phone solution that was able to, we didn't have to be tied to the call center. We didn't want hardware. So we wanted to have a phone system that people could work from home, they could work from different sites, and they could handle those calls. We also wanted to make sure that the tracking was there so that the communication channel, every step of the way, we could see that. So we could go back, and if someone called in, they would be able to pick up right where they left off. We would know if they were a resident calling in, if they had prospected with us, where they had been. So really seeing that landscape of their journey was something that we wanted to see as well.
Our original process involved our call center receiving phone calls and emails. They had Excel spreadsheets and Word documents that told them who was working where, what days there was availability. They had multiple Outlook calendars that they were also managing. So when someone would call, they would cross-reference manually from all of these different data points. They would book an appointment, and then they would need to data enter into multiple systems, into an Outlook calendar, into an email, update the Excel spreadsheet, update our property management database, and just to book that one appointment. So there were 6 or 7 different data touch points. It was a really manual process that was time consuming. But one of my corporate priorities is always a single source of data, right? I want my staff working in one place, updating one record, and I want that information to propagate out. And so -Q does that for them. Our call center is now able to just work in this -Q ecosystem, which makes their lives easier. And it also means that the output of it, all of the reporting coming from a single system, means we're no longer doing manual data collation. It just is it's a more seamless and streamlined process for the call center.
Implementation was seamless. The team itself was quite nimble. So if we had some adjustments that we wanted to make, they were able to make those adjustments for us and bespoke things specific for Osgoode, which was really made that implementation customized and made us feel like we were, a client of respect, and that they wanted to do things, to solve our problems specifically, not just fit us into a box.
The fact that the -Q team comes in and does all of the onboarding and all of the training and, produces training videos for us to go back to as a reference library meant certainly onboarding of all of the staff was not a resource drag on Osgoode at all. -Q did most of the heavy lifting.
In my role and from my desk, -Q has provided me and my team the opportunity to run a lot of great reports. So I have a lot more sightline on some of the metrics that we necessarily didn't have before. That can go as low as how long we are on a call for, to how long it takes us to respond to an email from when it was received, all the way to how long it goes from lead to viewing. or lead to appointments. And it's helped us reduce our no-show rates because our communication is a lot quicker, so people build rapport and we have a relationship with them. We have a lot more opportunity to reschedule, so if something happens to it with our prospect where they can't make an appointment, we're able to reschedule something pretty much immediately. And like I say, the reporting aspect is really key for us because we can now have measurable metrics and to see the impact and be able to carry those month to month to month, and see where we spend our dollars, where they're most of value, and where we need to opportunities to improve. From a customer experience, the journey is much simpler, it's much smoother. I can see the full cycle of that customer's journey. I can see where that lead came in from and what ILS they were using, what communication was sent out from our customer experience team to get that into a viewing and what property they're looking at. I can see how we communicated. There's a phone, email, text. I can get all that information right there. And then I can follow up with them. So there's lots of opportunities for management to give coaching, find out where things fell apart or where they really went well and take that best practice and apply going forward. And a lot of the trigger messages for us is important because it does give a personality of Osgoode to those prospects. And I think that was important for us as well, is that we didn't want these to come out as canned responses. They really do feel that there's a person behind there. And if they pick up the phone or send an email, that person's right there.
So process change is very difficult to manage for us and for everybody. But for us, when you measure the risk for us of introducing process change against the cost to us of not introducing process change and all of this inefficient systems that we were using, and we were also missing a lot of really important marketing data. We were just unable to pull a lot of information. It wasn't much of a decision for us. We knew we had to go. There are always improvements coming to the system. It's a system that's evolving. And so it's very easy to see month over month, there are improvements that come, and they are improvements generally that work for us and we're happy with. And so we just get to reap the benefits of that.